Today is Tuesday, and I promised my girlfriend that I will start making vlogs and things, because I give a lot of advice and share a lot of good information, and it's good to share that with everyone versus those who not only ask me for advice and come to me to vent. So one of the topics that I wanted to start off by saying is forgiveness and dealing with healing from a broken heart. And the only reason why I wanted to speak on this topic is because me, myself, and a lot of other women has been dealing with, forgiving the person who hurt us, forgiving the person who did so much damage. And, it's natural to not speak to them, to hate them and everything. But if you're really religious and you believe in the power of God, you will forgive that person, and you will still, move. Not allow that hurt to haunt you, to carry over, to hurt you any longer. Sometimes when we forgive people, we'll forgive them, but we won't forget, and we'll carry that same hurt and that same pain onto the next relationships throughout our day. And it affects people that didn't even deserve for it to affect, like our children, friends, and we lash out or we have certain ill feelings towards them, but they had nothing to do with the hurt in the first place. And because we didn't properly give it all to God, we just gave portions of it to God, we're still dealing with that. So we have to learn to forgive, despise what anyone did to us, despise what anyone said. We have to still love them unconditionally. If they said in the Bible that no matter if your enemy betrayed you 77 times, you are supposed to still go back, be nice. If they ask for, something to drink, food, whatever, you're still supposed to be that person to give it to them. Now, that's not saying go back to them, be back with them. That's saying basically, you hurt me, but I'm still, out of the grace of God, and for my God to hear my prayers and for my blessings, I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to help you, but I'm not going to allow you to hurt me, because God removed them for a reason and shows you things for a reason. I'm currently now dealing with this on my own. At first, I'm not going to lie, I hated him. I want nothing to do with him. I didn't want him around me, not involved in my life. I wanted nothing to do with him. I was becoming bitter and very vengeful, trying to hurt him the way he hurt me. But I realized vengeance, when we take vengeance and everything in our own hands, it don't work out well. It'd be fun for the moment, but after a while, you hurt yourself more than you hurted him. Versus you allowing God to take vengeance, because the way God will take vengeance on a person and karma on a person is totally different than what we'll do. For revenge is the Lord's. So we have to learn to stop and not take revenge or karma in our own hands, but allow God to work his magic and do what he need to do to save them. And we just forgive them and ask God, like my prayer lately been basically, Lord, help me to forgive them and heal from this hurt, but don't allow me to carry this hurt everywhere I go. Because I did see myself, lashing out on my kids and stuff. Excuse me. And I talked to a few of my friends who also did the same thing. So I know it's not just me. And it's not nothing wrong with that, but we have to learn to not take it out on the people who don't deserve it, and learn to forgive those who hurt us, despite how much we don't want to. Learn to forgive them. We don't have to hate them. We don't have to hate them. We don't have to at all, especially when we have children by the person who hurt us. We don't have to hate them. We can just, right now, it's about acceptance. After you forgive, you have to learn to accept who that person will never be, what he would never be. You have to learn to accept. And I know you heard, like, why would he hurt me? I was so loyal to him. I did everything he asked for. I accepted the most. But let that go. Let that go, and let them thoughts that run in your head like that, go, because it's only hindering you, and it's causing you to fall deeper into depression. We have to learn to read. They say we can't control the thoughts. I was reading this Bible verse or this devotional where it was saying that 3,500 thoughts or whatever, 35,000 thoughts go through our minds a day. We are in control of our own thoughts and our own destiny. Once we redirect our thought process, you'll see what you are, what you feeling ain't really what you feeling. Like, you are in control of that, if that makes sense. Like, I could say something negative flowing through my mind. I ain't gonna lie, I have them little negative thoughts, and I be like, rebuke them in the name of Jesus or whatever. But I can have them negative thoughts, but I'll reverse it with a song, a gospel song or whatever. Or I rebuke it in my head, because I don't want to be accountable, because in the Bible it says you are accountable for your thoughts. So I don't want to be accountable for thoughts that, you know, just pop up. So I rebuke them, and I ask the Lord to forgive me and try to redirect that thought. If I'm thinking of an inappropriate song or inappropriate anything, I'm asking him to redirect them. And I'm thinking of a gospel song or something just to fix them thoughts or whatever. But if you believe that nothing will get better and you so stuck in your hurt, like how could he do this to you? You won't get better. I'm sorry to tell you this. You won't get better. You have to believe and say to yourself, I am more than what they say I am. I am worthy to be loved. I am wanted. God loves me. My kids love me. My family loves me. I am powerful. I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me. Like, we have to keep them positive thoughts in our head, because if you notice, when you thinking of negative things, your actions is showing them negative things. But when you switch it to positive, so many positive outcomes come out of it. So we are in control of our own destiny and our own thoughts. What we think happens. So we have to learn to control our thoughts. So let's go back to everything that I was saying in case y'all lost count. First thing I want to say, learn to forgive. And when you forgive, learn to let go. Don't carry that hurt on. Then you want to accept everything that person cannot be. Accept everything. You don't have to hate him. You don't have to do none of that. But accept what he cannot be. And stand firm on what you believe. Don't allow him to manipulate you. Don't allow him to convince you to come back, do something good for a couple days, and take him back. God removed them for a reason. And one thing my sister taught me, and I've been learning, once a person is removed out of your life, keep them out of your life. Don't allow them to come back and create more damage. Because it comes to a point in time in your life where you got to be tired of crying, tired of hurting, tired of putting yourself through all of that. So learn to just stay firm on your word, because your peace is your sanity. You cannot allow nobody to break your peace. You cannot allow them to interrupt your peace or anything. So your peace is your everything. Last but not least, like I said, it was accepting everything he can do and just let go. Redirect your thoughts. Redirect your mind and the way you think or whatever. And just whatever religion you in, whether it's Christianity or Islam, you know, put that in your religion. The same time you spending on, you know, worried about all the negative, put that in your faith. Put that in your religion. Start praying a little more and watch how things change. Start listening to more godly music or whatever. No negative music, because that was my problem. When I was going through an issue, I would listen to R&B music that related to my issue. Worst thing to do, and this is my personal opinion, but it's the worst thing to do, because it only makes you more depressed and worry about what you went through. That's the last thing you want to do. You need to hear something uplifting and empowering. So, with that being said, learn to change the music you're listening to, because it will also affect how you move day to day and how you grow. I stopped, you know, I prayed to God, asked him to help me. I quit so many addictions that I was on. I, you know, became more focused. I'm in school. I let go of that pain, and I refuse to allow that man to hurt me. No, I do not hate him, but I accepted what he could never be. And I play him from a distance. I don't give him enough room to hurt me, but I realize he is my children's father. So, you know, we have to have some forms of communication, but whenever it tries to go other ways, I cut it. I don't let it happen. Nope. But it took a lot for me to get here. And I don't suggest that in the beginning of, you know, your process of healing, I don't suggest that you communicate. I think that no communication is the best, because out of sight, out of mind. And the more you don't communicate or don't think about him, the better off you'll be. Now, when you get to a point where you can communicate and you're over the whole situation and you're able to function, then I would slowly introduce communication, but not between you guys. If it ain't about your children or their well-being, there should be no discussion. I don't care about anything else. It should be no discussion about no relational missing you or whatever. It need to be cut dead short. It need to stop, because you don't want to give this man an inch and he take a mile, and then you giving him the opportunity to hurt you again, and then you back at square one, and you did everything you done did for nothing. Like, it took me to tell myself, Eki, ain't you tired of hurting? Aren't you tired of hurting? Aren't you tired of going through everything you've been through? Why would you set your heart up for that? And every time, every hit, every punch, every sting he did, it broke me more and more and more. And it's got to the point where I can't hurt myself no more. I can't allow myself to be hurt. I can't allow my kids to keep looking at me, asking me, Mommy, are you okay? And being mad. I can't do that. I have to sit here and be stronger than what I went through, because what I went through do not define who I am today, and I cannot allow that to hinder me. So I hope you guys listen to this advice that I gave you for today, and I'll have more to come in the